Well, good morning from Worcester. We're not quite where we left you. We left you at the commandery, and then last night we just moved down onto River. It's a bit quieter. We found this lovely spot just here by the park, nice and quiet. It's also close to the shops. We had to run into shop this morning. But the old skipper is just doing the engine checks. Normally I do it, but she's decided to do it this morning. And then off back towards Gloucester. Let's go.
Do not fall in.
Can't do this without getting wet.
Yay!
No wet rope. Anchor's all tied up, ready to be deployed in the event of an emergency. And we're off. Just turning around. Just going to go back that way towards Gloucester. Yeah, we moved yesterday because it was quite noisy. There was lots of people hanging around the boat, and we just like, let's move. And we didn't bother filming it. It's only 2 locks and maybe 15 or 20 minutes. Probably took us longer to go through those 2 locks. We did a cruising actually, but
Tired from filming by then.
and yeah, we were a bit tired yesterday. Had a couple of long days with John visiting and everything, so we just moved the boat, but we're not far. We're still in Worcester, obviously. So we've got to go under that bridge there, which is obviously in Worcester, and then we've got 1 lock fairly quickly, and then it's quite a long stretch before the next lock, which is down by Tewkesbury. And our target this evening, we're aiming for Haw Bridge. Haw Bridge is going to be our next stop.
Sounds like a train.
So this is Diglis locks that come out of the Worcester Birmingham Canal. That's where we came off last night. We didn't film it, and then we just obviously went further upstream to find a nice quiet mooring spot. Yeah, we didn't film it. Bit of a shame, because we don't actually have that on camera at all. And the hire boat just crashed. Brilliant. Our next stop though is Diglis lock, which is bang on the nose. 5 minutes, probably less than that. We were looking to see if there was mooring spaces along here, but this was pretty full last night, which is why I went to moor in the park in town. So we're just passing the Diglis visitor moorings. There was no space there last night. Katrina went to do a recce, so we moored in the park. And now we're just literally approaching Diglis lock. We've got a red light at the moment, so I'm just making a slow approach, waiting for the green. So we've just got the signal from the lock keeper to go into the left lock as we approach, which is the smaller lock of the 2. When we came upstream,
We went in the left lock.
we went in the left, yeah, but that was obviously the bigger lock.
The other lock. The other left. It was the other left.
The other left,
Yeah.
the right left,
We went in the left coming up.
and then we
which
came
is
in the
now-
left going down.
Yeah.
I better let you do some.
We'll heave it. Is he gonna crash like the hire boater?
Hey?
Are you gonna crash like the hire boater?
No, I'm not.
Oh, there's our water point where we filled up on the way up. And I got wet feet. Yeah. Forgot we've got our barricade.
Defence mechanism. Fender.
Wasn't really for defence, it was to stop the boat rubbing on the side, on the wall. Morning!
Good morning.
Which side are we going?
On the right.
Oh right, he already knows that, does he?
I know that.
Well, it's hard to tell by the way you're going in. Kind of looks like we're going for the middle.
You alright? Yeah. You got the rope? So this lockkeeper reckons 3 hours until we get to the other lock. I can't remember the name of it. What's it called?
Lower load.
Lower load. But I reckon 4 hours because we're in a narrowboat on the go slow. We're on the go slow.
I looked at Canal Planner earlier and it said 4 hours 22 to lower load.
I reckon that's about right. That's the speed we do.
Yeah, we actually were slightly quicker than Canal Planner on the way up here, but I'm not really sure how, the speed we go.
So back on the river, one of the first things you notice is how much space we've got. Rivers are huge, well this one is anyway. The other thing you notice is how windy it is, because obviously you're quite exposed to the weather on the river. On the canal you're sheltered by banks and trees and bridges and everything else, but on the river it's very open. Thus it's very windy, also quite cold. Here we are at lower load. Skip's just taking us alongside the lock landing, just here. And then we're waiting for that light to go green. Shall we grab a centre line ashore?
Okay.
Do you want me to take a centre line ashore?
Yeah.
Jen, you're going forwards by the way, you're going to pull me in. Shit, you pulled me in. We got the green light, we're going in.
This end, the upper end.
I'll go in the middle somewhere.
This end, the upper end is the wide bit.
Yeah, that's correct, yeah. And we're in. Smallest lock of the world. Lower load. It's massive. It's huge. And we're going downhill. And then our next stop.
Downhill?
Yep. I.e. we're going down.
Yes.
That's why the black bit on the wall's getting bigger. Next stop is...
Haw Bridge.
And how far away is that?
40 something minutes apparently.
About 45 minutes. All the valves coming out.
Pure vida.
So we're still in the lock. And we've just been told by the lock keeper that we got high spring tide tomorrow with potential waves. Because obviously when we leave this lock, we're now in tidal waters. We go out to sea. So obviously tides become a problem for us. So tomorrow there's a big surge at about 1 o'clock that'll last a couple of hours. So we're hoping to get to Gloucester before 1. Otherwise the surge pushes it back up here again.
I don't want to come up here backwards.
Riding on a wave backwards upriver. Yeah. So we're just leaving the lock at lower load lock. Still leaving it, it's a big lock. And now we're on the tidal section, or the semi-tidal section of the River Severn. Next stop, Haw Bridge, which is about 45 minutes away. And then we better think about tomorrow because we don't really want to get caught in that surge tide. Push us the wrong way. Don't want that. And it's very windy today as well, it's quite sheltered because we're in the lock, but as soon as you go around this corner, it's windy. Is it windy, Skip?
Yeah.
It's quite windy.
And I'm going to go right here, okay?
No, don't go right, go left. Don't know if you can see that on the camera, but you can see as the tide's going out, you can see the water level change on the bank. Obviously that's happened fairly recently. So at the moment we're going with the tide, on an tide. Although the River Severn is so wide, which is probably why it's also so windy. And at the moment there's some pretty big waves rolling down it too. And we're just rocking up now to Haw Bridge moorings, and it looks like there's no one there at all. So we're going to be the only people there.
Good fender. The dolphin then. Mind your head. Is that helpful? Are we trapped on this pontoon?
What?
Are we trapped on it?
Are we trapped?
Yeah, we can't get off.
No, there's a thing up there. So we've made it to Haw Lock moorings. CRT moorings.
Pontoon. It's going up and down.
Yeah, we're on a pontoon. So these poles behind me, the pontoons are floating So we're gonna wrap it up here. It's been a very windy afternoon, lots of waves, lots of wind. We're gonna wrap it up, jump inside, grab some dinner and have a chill out evening.
We're gonna play some games because we've just realised we've not played games yet, and we have to play games on holiday.
So maybe some cards and some board games, stuff like that.
Yes.
But thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment if you want to, share the video with your friends. And don't forget to check us out next week for the final leg of this adventure, where we continue along the River Severn.
And we're wobbling.
We go through Gloucester Dock and then back down the Gloucester Sharpness Canal towards Seoul Junction. So until then, see you then.
Before I fall in, let's go.